Hi, and thank you for joining us on the pilot episode of Realistic Sustainability, the podcast. I'm Mike Nazarian, one of your hosts, and I'm with Nicholas Nazarian. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for being here. Nick will be joining me on most of our ventures into becoming a more sustainable person. Nick is the host of the Live Launch podcast. He's also the star of Melting Me. How do you feel when I say star?
I am not comfortable with it. It still makes me feel a little self-conscious and insecure. While Melting Me is by me and about me, I don't really look at myself as a star, just a person trying to better their life.
Well, and that feeds right into here. Sustainability is about bettering our lives and everyone else's around it. So, and I'm going to stick with star. That's just how it's going to have to be from this point going forward. You're also a professional chef, and that's where a lot of your expertise come into, especially with sustainability, is so that how not to waste food.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. There's definitely a lot to learn when it comes to the efficient use of an item or a product, especially when you look at fresh produce since it is so seasonal.
Excellent. Well, I look forward to going through this journey with you week after week. Occasionally, we'll add some people with us, but hopefully you and I can discover a lot of these things together and have a good time doing it. As I said before, I'm Mike Nazarian. I'm the author of The Beginner's Guide to Greening Your Life. I'm also the creator of livelaunch.org and greeningyourlife.org. And I'm also, by profession, an engineer. I have a bachelor's degree in energy and sustainable systems and a master's degree in engineering. So I really, really enjoy sustainability from an engineering aspect. The reason why we talk about realistic sustainability, when I say that to you, Nick, what does that mean to you?
Without getting too deep into the details right now, sustainability always seems like something that is over my head. Not that it's unobtainable or that I can't do it. The general lack of knowledge and how to effectively apply it into my life. I don't really know a lot. And so when you say realistic sustainability, I look at it as possibly easy things that I can do in my life to help out, small changes I can make, maybe things that will be kind of effortless or painless that aren't really going to have a negative effect on my overall quality of life.
And honestly, I think you've hit it on the head there, because far too long and far too often, we've only shown the long reach things, the hard to do things. We almost made it painful. Living off the grid, for an example, is a very difficult thing to do in today's world. But we make it sound like everybody has to do it to have a sustainable household. The goal is to just get better. Because if we would have started that in the 80s or even mid-70s, when a lot of these red flags started going up with studies from Shell or Inconvenient Truth being released, all these different things that pre-warned us, if we would have started making small changes then, we would be sitting in a much better spot than we are today.
Absolutely.
Half the people still don't believe it's true. So we want to look at things that are important to the overall community, to the environment, and our personal health, both mentally and physically, and these small little changes that we can pass down to our children. So with that being said, this show will be a little bit different each time you hear it. You're going to hear clips that might or might not involve family members of mine asking me questions. Nick is laughing at me at the moment. Or you'll hear shorts, which are primarily mine, which are educational shorts that will just kind of teach you topics like greenwashing or sustainability as a term itself. And then there's episodes, which this pilot is the episode where Nick and I talk about whatever that topic is that week. There's interviews,